Hey guys, it's Pocket Knife Review, and this is Shane, and I wanted to give you guys a look at the Benchmade Presidio2 Carbon Fiber Elite. Kind of had to rush to do this review because some of you already know I gave this knife away in a giveaway tonight on New Year's Eve on Beez Blades Live. The reason I gave this knife away was it was a little bit of a promotion to try to get Stevie Wonder Woman's channel up to 500 subs. If you guys haven't stubbed Stevie Wonder Woman, go check him out. He's got a great knife and EDC channel. I'll be honest, he's a little hard to find. You're going to see a lot of Stevie Wonder and a lot of Wonder Woman before you get there. But anyway, Steve's a great dude, man. Go check him out. So I've had this knife for probably nearly a year now, and I like it. I like it a lot. When I got into knives and I decided to dip my toe into the Benchmade waters, I didn't have super positive experiences in the beginning. I received a Benchmade Grip Tillion with some quality control issues, but I had ordered it from Blade HQ, and instead of sending it to Benchmade to have it repaired, I just returned it. But I told myself I was going to give them another chance, and I'll tell you why. Benchmade is a large company. They make and sell a lot of knives. But what I really like about Benchmade is that anything you buy from Benchmade, as of currently, with this butterfly on it, if it's the real thing, it was made in the United States by American workers working for an American company. I like that. I like that a lot. Some people complain about the butterfly tax, saying that their knives are too expensive for what they are. And yeah, they are a little more expensive than some of your Chinese-made stuff, but I feel like it's worth it. I feel like the knives are worth it. I feel like the pride in owning something American-made is worth it. So let's talk about this knife for a minute. Like I said, this is called the Benchmade Presidio2 Carbon Fiber Elite. Benchmade had previously made this knife in an aluminum scale, and it was just a Benchmade Presidio. That's why this one has the designation of number 2. The Carbon Fiber Elite scales, these are not the flashy carbon fiber that you find on a lot of high-end knives. This is kind of a mix. It was a replacement for their Gravity type scales, their cheap plastic scales, to be honest. It is very strong. It is pretty light. The texture that they put on this handle makes it very grippy. And if you look the specs up on this knife, it says recommended use tactical. Tactical is a tricky word in the knife industry, guys. A Swiss Army knife with a 1-inch blade could possibly save your life. It could possibly get you into more trouble. I'm not going to get into tactical and that designation, but anyway, what I think this knife is it's just a really good worker. I don't feel like it's tactical enough to be considered just a tactical knife, and I don't feel like it really falls into the EDC category. It's a little big for that. But what it is a great work knife. It's not the strongest knife on the market. It's got a great lock. It's got the tried and true Benchmade access lock. It comes with an S30V blade. It's 3.7 inches. The entire knife is 8.72 inches overall. It fills a pocket. I carry bigger knives than this, but I'll be honest, I don't know if it's the weight or the weight size ratio. This knife doesn't bother me at all in the pocket. It weighs 4.97 ounces. Like I said, I really don't feel it when it's there, though. It comes with, just a standard bent metal pocket clip that is recessed. The screws, however, are not. But it goes in and out of pocket great. I don't have to fight with it. I don't have to think about it. So that's always a plus. This knife, when I looked it up on Blade HQ tonight, it shows that it's out of stock. This knife sold for $140. I don't feel like it's a bad price for a knife with a 3 3/4 inch blade made out of a really good steel. S30V is a really good steel. If you're new to the community and you're listening to a lot of the hype, you're going to hear that S30V is chippy and it's not tough enough and all this stuff. Guys, all that is subjective to who's using it and how they're using it. I could chip any blade. You give it to me and tell me I can't chip it, I can show you that it can be chipped. I think a lot of that comes from an issue that I ran into with this knife. The edge retention on it wasn't great out of the box. The sharpening wasn't great on that out of the box. Benchmade seems to leave a very rough finish on their grinds, on their sharpening. It's very toothy, but it just didn't seem to stay sharp very long. My experience with this knife is on about the third sharpening. And I was fairly new to sharpening with diamond stones when this happened. I started noticing that the steel just felt different on the diamond plates I was using, and it started to make this almost fingernails on a chalkboard sound. Couldn't find out that's what they call skating the stone. And what that meant was that I had successfully removed the burnt edge that this knife came with. You can't see a burnt edge. I'm not going to try to define a burned edge, but what happens is even after they heat treat the knife, they still do some of the finishing grinding on it, and they grind the sharpened edge on, typically with a belt grinder. That creates heat. Knife's already been heat treated. When they create that sometimes excessive heat, because the edge is so thin, it heats up very fast. That can change the heat treat or the temper on the knife and make that edge brittle, unstable, and the result is it doesn't hold an edge for very long. So like I said, after about the third sharpening, I got past that. I could definitely feel it. There was an audible difference when I was sharpening it, and since then, I became a huge fan of S30V. It performs well. It holds an edge for a long time. It's not the popular steel anymore that everybody wants and everybody's chasing after. But once again, I can promise you, I can give you examples of extremely expensive knives, an M390 and 20CV, that don't hold an edge any longer than this does, for 2 to 3 times the price in some cases. This is a great work knife. I choose not to pry with it. It does have a fairly robust tip for what it is, but I don't consider it a hard use knife. I also don't consider it a tactical only knife, and I also don't consider it a graded EC knife. But it is a good knife. It cuts well. It does work. It's got good traction in the hand. You're not gonna lose grip of it, probably even in wet, slippery situations. It's a good knife, and if you're looking to get into the Benchmade world, this is not the most popular Benchmade knife. Like I said, this knife new is $140, which is pretty close to the price of a bug out. Now, if you're talking dollars to value, I think this knife is a lot closer to worth $140 than a bug out is. That's just my opinion. Bug out's a very popular knife. It's a good knife. It was built and intended for a different purpose, so it's probably not fair to compare it. I'm only comparing because of the price, the size, the materials, what you're getting for what you pay for. Like I said, I've enjoyed owning this knife. I don't carry it much anymore because my knife collection has evolved and improved in some ways. I do still own some budget knives that I love very much, but I thought this knife would be a great giveaway knife. Get somebody into the Benchmade world, possibly that's never been in it before, and hopefully get some subs for my friend Stevie. And it worked. We got his channel up to over 500 subs. I'm going to be shipping this thing out in the next few days to a happy new owner, and I just wanted to get this review done while I still had it. And I appreciate you guys' time. Thank you very much.